Hi guys, what's up? So, I'm back again with another video now. I know it's been a while since we last uploaded and that. I do really need to get back into like the swing of things and that when it comes to doing Mass Effect content and everything and that. Just a few things like in life sometimes like it's in the way of things and that, but also just I need the urge and that to do a video. But there's something like that I know I'm a bit late to this by the way as well. I think I'm a week or two like late to this, but I have actually found out that there is finally going to be a Mass Effect TV show. Now it was mentioned like a few years back that there was, like Amazon, like Amazon were going to do the Mass Effect TV show, but then it went all quiet and there's been nothing since then. They just thought to ourselves, probably just a load of rubbish, like never going to happen or anything like that. But now, and that like about a week or two ago, it's been officially confirmed that the Mass Effect TV show is definitely happening. I think it's off the top of my head, I think they said it's the person like was it Michael Gamble from like a year or like who's like going to be one of the producers and also like it's going to be wrote by the person that did the Fast and the Furious like films and also like 10 Cloverfield Lane, which I'm not a Fast and the Furious fan by the way, so I don't really know like too much about all that, but I have watched 10 Cloverfield Lane and that's a very good film by the way, so obviously that so it'll be interesting to see what that person can do obviously with with Mass Effect, but yeah, it'd be really exciting, and that's I mean, obviously, I really like thought myself like yeah, like I'm like trying to get the urge to do videos like lately, and then I see this news about like the Mass Effect TV show like gonna like that's finally gonna happen, and then I'm just like I've definitely got to do a video about this. I've really got to do a video about this because this is something that I've always wanted for a while, and that whether it was a Mass Effect TV show or a movie and that. Like, it needed to happen. But I always thought myself in the back of my mind as well that it should and will happen eventually because you're starting to get more video game adaptations, like like made into TV shows. You've had The Last of Us and that you've had the Fallout like TV series as well. I mean, straight away, The Last of Us, absolutely fantastic, like masterpiece and that like just took everything from the game source material and everything and absolutely nailed it. Like as far as I'm like concerned, absolutely brilliant. I mean, I love the Last of Us games. I think the games are absolutely fantastic, and I thought the Last of Us TV show was brilliant. I'm not a really massive Fallout like fan, if I'm being honest. I have played like Fallout 3, New Vegas, and I have played Fallout 4. 3's okay, my personal opinion. Fallout 4, hit and miss for me. I love New Vegas. Like New Vegas was absolutely brilliant, and that even though I'm not a huge like Fallout fan, like Fallout New Vegas, that was a game I was really addicted to, and that like in my younger years. Like I'm not gonna lie, I really loved that game. But the Fallout TV series, I really enjoyed. I thought that was fantastic and it paid really good tribute and respect to the source materials and that. So I really enjoyed that. So obviously being a huge Mass Effect fan and also being a Mass Effect like channel as well, I am really looking forward to. I mean, obviously we're not going to get it anytime soon, and that. I mean, they are keeping a lot of things quiet, but I'm not expecting us to get like any news about actual release until probably sometime later next year. Like if we're lucky personally in that, or maybe like something like that. But no, I just wanted to do this video and just give you my like reaction like to it, which I'm basically doing right now, and I just want to like go through like my like thoughts of like how I think the show like should be done and what I'd like to see and that, and maybe like get into a little like debate like in the comments and that, like if the video does well and stuff, and if we get plenty of comments, and I could start like a little like debate like in the chat like or something about it. So yeah, but like straight away. Actually, that's what I forgot to mention as well. And that, like, obviously, Last of Us, like TV show, Fallout TV show, and Halo. Unfortunately, Halo's been cancelled after 2 seasons, which I am disappointed about. I do like the Halo like franchise, like I really do. I actually enjoyed the first 2 seasons of Halo. I know like not many people do like the Halo like TV show, but I personally enjoyed it. If I'm being honest, but it's a shame that's been cancelled, unfortunately. But I know they changed a lot of things to the games and stuff, but it didn't really bother me like as much in that. But to be fair though, maybe that could be something that if they did change quite a lot with like the Mass Effect TV show from the games, then I might change my mind because my knowledge of Mass Effect is a hell of a lot better than the likes of, The Last of Us, Fallout, and obviously Halo, for example. So, yeah. But straight away, in terms of what we already know going into this, I don't know whether he would still be interested in getting involved in the TV show project with Mass Effect. I don't know, but it was mentioned a few years back that actor Henry Cavill actually said that he's a huge Mass Effect fan himself, that he's played the games, and he would be very interested in actually being involved, not in the show. Now, straight away, would that mean playing Commander Shepard? If they're going to go down a male Commander Shepard route, and that, would he be Shepard and that? I mean, it's one of those things, and that, I mean, in terms of I might have done videos about this in the past and that, about who, or I might have mentioned it on streams in the past about who I think would make a good Shepard. In terms of appearances, I've always said maybe Sam Worthington, but the only thing that would let Sam Worthington down is his American accent isn't always great. His Aussie does come out quite a lot, unfortunately. I do like Sam Worthington, I think he's a very good actor, but accent-wise, I think that would just slightly let him down, unfortunately. But I always thought myself that Sam Worthington would make a good Commander Shepard, physically, but accent-wise, I don't know. But there again, though, with Henry Cavill, just because he's put his name forward doesn't necessarily mean Commander Shepard. I mean, if I'm being brutally honest, deep down, the way Henry Cavill looks, right, even though I'm not saying he wouldn't make a good Commander Shepard or anything, but we'll get into it a lot more later on in terms of how I think the show should go. But if it is going to go down the route of the way The Last of Us did their show, and follow the path of the first game, for example, then I actually personally think that Henry Cavill would probably make a pretty good Kaidan Alenko. In my own personal opinion, I think, I don't know, I could maybe see Henry Cavill as Kaidan Alenko. You guys let us know your thoughts in the comments down below on that one. But that's the thing. We don't know what they're going to do with Shepard. Are they going to do a male Shepard or a female Shepard? I don't know. I wouldn't mind either way, to be honest. It's when I play Mass Effect, and I'll do one playthrough as a male Shepard, I'll do one as a female Shepard. I don't mind either way. I always say both playthroughs as either a male or a female Shepard are just as good. I always say male Shepard's better than the first one. Second one, I usually say both. I think both are just equally as good in the second one, but in the third one, I always seem to think the female Shepard is slightly better in the third one for some reason. I don't know why. I just always, that's just the way I am. I always think that the first Mass Effect, male Shepard, second one both, and third one I would say female Shepard personally. But like I says, I don't mind male or female Shepard, and that either one I'll be completely happy with. But going on to what I want to see and how I think the show should be done in my own personal opinion, I think for Mass Effect to work, in my own personal opinion, I think it's got to follow the route of what The Last of Us did. I think each season has got to cover each game. So season 1 for me has got to cover the first game, in my opinion. Season 2, obviously the second game, and season 3, the third game. After that, it just depends on what's going to happen, because we are still waiting for Mass Effect 4 to be released. I know some people say Mass Effect 5, but I'm saying Mass Effect 4 because I don't class Mass Effect Andromeda as the fourth game. I class Mass Effect Andromeda as a standalone game in the series, and that because it hasn't really got that much to do with the trilogy, do you know what I mean? So I'm calling it Mass Effect 4, I'm not calling it Mass Effect 5. So yeah, I think it's got to follow each individual game. And I suppose that's why, deep down, I don't think a Mass Effect... I mean, you could make a Mass Effect movie one day, maybe to tie up loose ends or something, in the future, maybe. I don't know. You can never rule out a film. But I do think the way Mass Effect goes on that, I do actually think that a series does make a lot more sense, because there's a lot to do. I mean, each season for me would have to have... Because of, I mean, obviously side quests and stuff in the games, you could probably maybe include some, but not every single one, because that would take a hell of a lot of time. But I do think that a Mass Effect show would have to have, at least in my own personal opinion, 17 and maybe 20, 22, 23 episodes in a season. I think that's what it would have to need. and I actually think as well, each episode would have to be over an hour long. Obviously, the pilot episode we know will be a lot longer. Pilot episode could be up to an hour 25, an hour and a half, maybe like even 1 hour 40 plus minutes, so that way we don't know. But I do think each episode would have to be, it needs to be over an hour long, and you will need a lot of episodes, and that, especially like if the show's going to go down the route of what I want to see, because I would probably still enjoy the show anyway, but I definitely know deep down that I'm going to enjoy the show a hell of a lot more if it actually follows near enough the same path as the way the games do. So, yeah. But, and also, like, for future, like, projects, like, as well, and that, I mean, because, like I says, if you go down my route, you've got 3 seasons, like straight away. After that, you could do a spin-off series, and that's straight away Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, obviously, that's just one game, and obviously, I know that eventually, with the new Mass Effect, and I've spoken about this in previous videos before, there is a likelihood, the way it looks to me, I know everyone has like their own views and like opinions and theories and that with the new game, but to me, Mass Effect 4 looks like it's going to be a crossover with the trilogy universe, obviously a little bit like later on, like from how Mass Effect 3 ended, to the Andromeda like storyline, so I think it's going to be a bit of a crossover, but for the time being, you could do like an Andromeda like spin-off show, and to be fair, Andromeda is actually a pretty long game, to be fair. I would say Andromeda it's definitely longer than Mass Effect 1, like definitely, even the story. I would also say it's probably longer than Mass Effect 2. Is it longer than Mass Effect 3? Either about the same or maybe not as long in that, like I'm not entirely sure, but Andromeda, you could cover the whole game of that as either a standalone series or maybe lesser episodes, but use the whole of like the Andromeda like game into like maybe about 3, 4, 5 seasons or whatever you want to do. I did actually find this out like yesterday, which I find actually quite interesting, and this would actually make a pretty good spin-off series as well, or a standalone film if you want to. There was in the past an animated like 1 hour 20 something like Mass Effect like film, which was actually a prequel of Mass Effect 3, where it focused on James like Vega, like from the third game, where it like he speaks about it like a shepherd and that when they're like having the little like like brawl like sprawl, like is it sprawl? Is that the right word? I don't know. Jesus. But when they have like the little spar, when they have the spar and that like like locking fists and that, like Shepard and that like a Mass Effect 3, where he talks about like he had his own squad and he lost them all, and that where like the colony that he was at, I can't remember what it was called again, but he was at a colony that the Collectors attacked. Now there's an animated like film that actually shows you that like James Vega's story. Now that would actually make a pretty good either a spin-off mini-series or a spin-off live-action film about James Vega, so that's a pretty good idea. But if they absolutely nail it, if they nail like everything and that, and the like if they do it the way like I want it, and that where like they do like stay true to the games and that, and they follow like pretty much the same path as the game, then the like opportunities and that like the sky's the limit, and that there is so much that you could actually cover, and that like with like Mass Effect, like I said, like not just the first 3 games, but Andromeda, like standalone like stuff, prequels and that sequels and stuff, and that like I've even spoke about in the past, like for example where DLCs that we never got that I think would have been quite interesting, and one was straight away was Archangel, where I was exploring Garrus on Omega before Shepard actually like recruits him and that like in Mass Effect 2. So that's an opportunity. So as long as they get the main show right, there is so much that they could do, and that like TV or film wise with Mass Effect, there is so much that they could do. And I'm not going to lie, I know it's going to be quite a while, but when the show does come out, I'll have to decide whether I'll do a review of each episode or whether I'll just wait until I've watched them all and then do like a season review and that. So I'm not entirely sure. We'll just have to like wait and see. But I hope the budget is good as well, and that I really hope, like, I think CGI for me has got to be absolutely spot on as well. I'm not saying all the aliens have to be CGI, and that, like, I do think you could, like, do a lot of makeup with a lot of them, like the Asari for example. You could just do makeup with them, you know, like blue and that purple, or the light green, like for example, and stuff, and that like a lot of the races and that you can get away with just like you know, like makeup and prosthetics and everything. Some races, for example, like obviously, I'm trying to think like straight away. I do think I think for a Krogan, for example, I think a Krogan would have to be CGI, like unfortunately, and that. But I do think Asari, Turians, maybe Solarians, I think you could potentially get away with like mostly like makeup and everything. Obviously, CGI's got to be like mainly the, you know, like when it comes to like the combat and everything, and obviously, you know, space battles, space exploration, like things like that. So CGI will be used a hell of a lot, and I expect CGI to be used a hell of a lot in the Mass Effect TV show. But like I says, it's got to be great CGI. The main thing, as long as the characters, storytelling, and everything, as long as all that's like done well, then I still think the show will be a success. But the show for me could be an absolute masterpiece, like the Last of Us TV show, if CGI and like makeup and prosthetics, if all that's done really well, then I actually truly believe that it looks really promising for the Mass Effect TV show. So yeah, but yeah, like even like doing this video and like talking about it, I was like really got us like excited. And as soon as I literally just found this out yesterday, and that's the thing. I'm about a week or two like late to it and that, because even though I'm a Mass Effect fan of that, I'm not always checking news like every 5 minutes. I mean, I was waiting for like N70 and that obviously, you know, like a few weeks ago, and I didn't really hear anything, so I was a bit disappointed. And then I just thought, well, there's not really any point in checking stuff. And then out of nowhere, I just like have a little look online yesterday, and I find out, oh, Mass Effect TV show's happening. So absolutely great, fantastic. So definitely looking forward to it. I hope it goes down the route of the Last of Us TV show. If they don't, then I think it's a very bold move, but at the same time, they could do something exciting and interesting. If they go down the Halo route, then I still think I will enjoy the show, and I still think it will be very good, but I just feel like I'll enjoy it more, and I think it'll do a hell of a lot better if it actually follows game by game, and that, especially with the first, like if it follows the first 3 games well, then that's a really good sign and a really good start. But obviously we just have to wait and see, and obviously you'll take it from there. So yeah, guys. So that's my reaction to the Mass Effect TV show. That's definitely happening now, and what I would like to see. And I spoke a little bit about Henry Cavill there, so might have been a little bit all over the place this video, but I would like to think that I've spoke about a lot of stuff and covers like a lot of aspects and a few little like theories of what I want, like well, not theories, but like views and what I would like to see like with the show, like when it does actually come to fruition. So yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please sure to drop a like, subscribe as well. That would really help the channel. I would really appreciate it. And if you do watch this, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And like if we get some comments going, we're gonna have a few little like debates like going about what we'd like to see for the show. Who would you like to see as Commander Shepard? Who would you like to see as like other characters and that? I mean, like I said, for me, I think Henry Cavill would make a very good Kaidan Alenko, but that's just my opinion. Maybe you have like a different like actor in mind, and that we can have these kind of debates and stuff in the comments and that. So yeah, and yeah, this is my first video in 2 months. I've really enjoyed doing this video, and that's like I've got to do more videos like this. I really do, but I've also got to get back to just recording loads of like gameplay videos as well, because I've still got loads of like stuff in mind as well, and that, and obviously I want to get back to doing some Andromeda like stuff eventually as well, because I still like Andromeda. I know a lot of people don't, but I do like Andromeda. So yeah. But anyway, guys, so stay safe, look after yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are. And I hope you have enjoyed this video, and until the next one, I will catch you guys later. Take care. Peace.